the old thing, I know people make mistakes sometimes, but it's like, let's not wish people a happy Memorial Day weekend. You're missing the point. Now, speaking of people missing the point, can we cue up Kevin O'Neill, councilman in the Northland? And, I've dealt with Kevin on a handful of occasions. Decent guy. I don't know if he's at City Hall for the right reasons. I have no idea. I wonder that sometimes. I think he sometimes is a little too intent on, being part of the in crowd, so to speak, and not having the backbone that is needed to do the job, especially as a guy who, does represent or comes out of the Northland. Sometimes I think he wants to be like Eric Bunch Jr. in some respects and be sufficiently woke. So the city yesterday announced that it would not formally apologize to Harrison Butker for the tweet that was put out on social media last week that basically doxed Harrison Butker. Now, Quentin Lucas announced on this show the city fired the person who put that post up on X. And Quentin Lucas did apologize himself as the mayor for the now deleted post online that listed the city where Harrison Butker lived in the wake of that Benedictine commencement speech 2 weekends ago. But the city did not put out a formal apology, which is what Councilman Nathan Willett wanted to have happen in this resolution. Now, here's what Kevin O'Neill had to say as to why he did not believe a formal apology was necessary on behalf of the city of Kansas City.
City Councilman Kevin O'Neill, who is an alum of Benedictine, said he won't apologize for the city until Butker says sorry first.
The comments that Mr. Buckner made towards women, young women, that when I hear an apology for that, then I will vote to apologize to him for our misguided.
Oh, brother. Once the Harrison Butker apologizes to all the women, that's what I'll consider my apology. Where's my woke credential and, stripe for me? Do I get something in the mail from, Woke 101? Oh, come on, please. Kevin, are you kidding me? Apologize to the women for what? For saying they should put their family first? Put their husband first? Put their kids first? Same thing he said to men, by the way. Can we, not forget that? Do I think Kevin O'Neill has watched that speech start to finish? Unlikely. I wish he would, because it was the same message to men and women. Put your family first ahead of your careers. Gosh, yeah, he had the audacity, that Harrison Butker guy, to make sure that, he told young women, have a successful career, but your spouse and your family and your kids should come before that. Oh, my goodness.
How dare you?
Yeah, we better get that damn apology lined up from Harrison Butker. Come on, man. I mean, I know you got to play politics there in Kansas City to get invited to the right cocktail parties, but please, that is an embarrassment of a state. That's just trying too hard. That's what that is. It's unbelievable. It's like the statement from the nuns last week. Boy, what do I do? I want to get attention. What do I do? Oh, I'll put out a statement knocking Butker. The local media will fluff me up all day. That's what same thing with them. Same thing with them. It's ridiculous. You got to be kidding me with that, John.
And I don't know. I mean, his message was that you will receive a greater reward from that than even your professional career, I think.
Yes.
Not necessarily you had to do it, simply suggesting, hey, there's an even bigger thing.
There's something bigger.
The world you envision right now, you're sitting there, you just got your degree. Like when I graduated, I'm like, hey, we're getting out of here, man. It's hot. Blah, blah, blah up there. Hurry up, buddy.
Yeah.
Right? Shake with the right, take with the left. Let's go.
Let's keep it moving there, big boy.
So in that sense, your future's the coming Monday, where am I going to apply for a job? And he's saying, hey, once beyond that, there's even a greater reward for men and women.
And women, both sexes. And yes, there are two, believe it or not. I know it's a shocker to some of you.
Talk about a bombshell.
But there are two. Now, Quentin Lucas, do you have the Quentin Lucas part of that, Mark, if you could, from KCTV5, if you still have that up? I'd like to hear just what briefly Mayor Lucas had to say on why they're not issuing an apology to Harrison Butker formally, which I get this explanation more than I do Kevin O'Neill's.
Doesn't think a formal apology is necessary.
We have had incidents where people have died as a result of the actions of city employees and others for which we have not apologized.
Okay, like that, fine. Like that I get. That I can at least say, okay, if we haven't formally apologized, on behalf of the city for people who have died at the hands of a city employee. Okay, fine. And yes, the thing was mostly ceremonial anyway in terms of like a formal apology. Yes, I agree the city should get back to like fixing potholes and picking up the trash on time. So it's not even that I'm like annoyed with them not officially apologizing. They fired the person who sent out the X. I'd rather them, if you gave me the choice, officially apologize but have no ramifications, or fire the person and then not officially apologize. I would take the latter. Like, I'd rather them do what they did if given those two choices, because the official apology is just, it's political speak. That's all it is. But the whole thing of, like, Kevin O'Neill getting up there and saying, all right, well, we no apology until Harrison Butker apologizes. Do you like me, woke ladies? Do the woke women love me now?
Bird dog.
There's something wrong with them.
It's just ridiculous. Come on, man. You're trying too hard. It's pathetic is what that is. But it's also not surprising because, some of these people, I don't know if they have any principles, like whatsoever. They just say what they think they need to say to, get an attaboy on the way out the door from the right folks, the perceived right folks.